Hello guys, welcome back. I wanted to dedicate this video to my nephew Akeem. He wanted to learn how to multiply for fluency. He's currently in second grade and he's in Jamaica. Hi Akeem, how are you? I hope you enjoyed this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. What you have in front of you is expression. And I feel that in order for you to memorize your times table, you need to understand what multiplication means. So I'm going to give you a short lesson on the meaning of multiplication. Like, why do we multiply? All right. So first, we're going to start with these numbers. I have 5, I have 1, and I have 5. Basically, when we multiply, it's because I want to know the total of something. That's why we multiply. We want to know the total. So I happen to have 5 things here. I have another thing, and I have 5 things here. If I want to know the total, I have to add. I cannot use multiplication to find my total with these 3 numbers. The reason why, the numbers are not identical. I have a 1 here. So because I have this 1, it prevents me from using multiplication. In order for us to use multiplication, the numbers have to be identical. They have to be a duplicate of the previous number. Okay? So the only way I can find my total with this expression is by adding them. So the way I'm going to add them, I'm going to have 5 plus 5, which is 10, and 10 plus 1, which is going to equal to 11. Hopefully, all of you guys who are watching this video know how to find your sum. If you're having difficulty adding numbers, that's no big deal. Just draw 5 little dots above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put 1 dot above the 1, and then 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then count all the dots. You should get 11, okay? If you're that student who don't really know how to get 11. All right? Now, let's continue. So now I'm going to have a different expression, and I'm going to show you how different the first expression is to the second one. The second expression has a duplicate of 5. I have 5 here, 5, and 5. Whenever the numbers are the same, we can use multiplication to find the total. When we find the total using addition, in this case, we are going to call that answer the sum. Okay? So the sum is represented by the total. So the total in this case would be 15 because 5 plus 5 plus 5 is going to be 15. And once again, if you do not know how to add the numbers, put 5 dots above each number, then count. All right? Now, since all 3 numbers are identical, I can use multiplication. This is what you will do. First, identify the number that is repeated. The only number that's repeated is 5. So I'm going to write down 5. 5 is going to be known as my factor. When we multiply 2 numbers, they are referred to as factor. All right, so the first number is a factor. And then I want to know how I get my second factor. I will get my second factor by counting the number of 5s that are repeated. So I have 1, 2, 3 of them. So I'm going to put times 3. 5 times 3. 3 is also known as a factor. And now we are going to find my total. My total is going to be 15 because 5 times 3 is 15. Now, I know many of you may not know how I arrive at 15, but I'm about to show you how I arrive at 15. The 15 is known as your product. Okay? And one of the ways that you can get your answer quick and fast is by drawing a model. My model is going to be first, repeated addition is one way to find your answer. Another way is to represent a model. I could draw 5 rectangles. I use rectangles because it's very simple Every student know what a rectangle is. And it's easy for us to fill all our numbers in that spot. So as you can see right here, I have 5 rectangles. In each rectangle, I'm going to write 3 circles. Not write, draw 3 circles. So I put 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, and 3. Okay, need to get that? Okay, so all you're gonna do right now is count to see how many circles are in each rectangle. And if you see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 15. But guess what? I know that this is not going to be the way to memorize. So another way that I'm going to show you is how to use a method that I use with all my students on how to memorize and how to find factors, how to find products, how to find quotient, and so forth and so on. So I'm about to go ahead and have you view the other video. But before I go, I'm going to show you an array. So we represent 3 times 5, as you know. And what we're going to do is show an area. It's basically an array, but it looks like an area model. So I'm going to start. It doesn't matter, by the way. You could switch the order for these. I could put 3 times 5 or 5 times 3. We have a property, or basically a rule in math, that says we are allowed to do this. And the name of that rule is called commutative property of multiplication. It's called COMMUNITATIVE. Commutative. I think I spelled this correctly. I hope so. But I am a math teacher, so I think this is spelled incorrectly, actually. Commutative, COMMUTATIVE. Commutative property. So what I'm going to do right now is to show you how you'd represent it using an array. So I could start with either a 5 or a 3. Your choice, whatever you like. So let's start with 3. I'm going to have 3 columns. I'm going to put 3 on the top. And you could just put a 3 right here to help keep track of your numbers. And I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to include this 1 as your number, okay? When you count your number, this is going to be your 1. So this 1 is going to be shared by the row, and it's also going to be shared by your column. And then go ahead and fill in all the circle. Your goal is to try to create a rectangle. So these are called rectangular array. So I did not realize the reflection is so much here. I'm so sorry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and put a 5 here. So I have 3 times 5. When you're trying to find the area of something, this is one way to do so. Just go ahead and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See? So this is how you make sense of the concept. In the next video, I'm going to show the strategy of how to memorize. All right? All right, here goes. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, Akeem.